Good evening, everyone. This is Reid and Cross from Two Sides of New York. This is our third episode of this great podcast we just started. Today we're going to be talking about the Patrick Corbin news, along with other offseason news, Robbie Cano or Gleyber Torres. Me and Cross will be debating that, and all the action from NFL Week 14. So, Cross, get us started with Pat Corbin dealing to the Nats.
National signed Patrick Corbin for 6 years, $140 million. Patrick Corbin, he's okay. A lot of people are overreacting on him. He's definitely okay, but to get paid $140 million, that's way too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree. $23 million a year. That's guys like Scherzer and Price. That's what they make, and he's nothing close to a caliber pitcher that those guys are. He's not a Cy Young pitcher. In the 2016-17 playoffs against the Dodgers, he didn't even get the ball because he was the fourth pitcher in line. So he's getting paid like an ace, and I don't think he's a true ace.
Yeah, he's definitely going to complement that. He's going to be the third starter. They still have Strasburg and Scherzer. It's a good rotation. It's definitely up there for the top as one of the best rotations in baseball. But they're definitely overpaying him, and this pretty much knocks them out. This basically is saying that they're not going to be pursuing Bryce anymore because they're just giving him a whole lot of money.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Bryce, it sounds like he's out as a Yankee too. That's what Cashman said today. Well, they have so many outfielders. I don't know. My freaking fan base is on their period now. This complaining, whining. Oh, like we didn't win 100 games, and
Yankee fans are like, oh, we could get Harper, and we're just moving the first base. Like it's that simple. I mean, first of all, they'd have to pay him about $300 million. Then he has to go learn.
$350 to be exact.
Yeah, then they'd have to go teach him how to play first base. It wouldn't be that easy. Definitely the Yankees have a crowded outfield, a very good outfield. And
exactly. I mean, if you're going to get one of the two, sign Manny Machado. Like, I'm all in for Manny Machado now, especially with Didi gonna be out for June, July. Did you hear what that guy at MLB Network said about the Yankees signing Machado?
What did he say?
He said that the Yankees should sign him for a 1 year, $45 million with an option for 9 years.
I mean, that would be something.
I know, but he was just, I don't know where he got that from.
Imagine that. That would be fucking crazy.
I know, a 9-year option. It was like, I don't know if it was a 9-year or 9, like, individual years. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that won't be happening.
So, with Corbin out of the picture, I think the Yankees definitely need to acquire a pitcher by trade. I think the only one they would sign is J.A. Happ. But either Kluber or Bauer, I think, is definitely on their radar. Yeah. Bumgarner, I don't think that he's going to get traded because he never does.
Yeah, the Indians are definitely willing to deal one of their pitchers. But what do you think the Yankees would have to give up to get like a Kluber or Trevor Bauer, two very good established pitchers in the MLB?
Well, earlier in the offseason, it was Andujar, but now it sounds like they can get them with Florial. But now they're saying they don't want to part ways with Florial. But I mean, he's 2 to 3 years away, so for a pitcher like that, I think you got to give him up.
But as much as I in the last episode I gave Andujar shit, he's still a really good player, and Kluber's a very good pitcher, Bauer's a very good pitcher. I wouldn't want to give up Andujar. He's got a really good bat,
I don't. Yeah.
And he's got a lot of years ahead of him.
Yeah, I know, and some of the best fielders have made errors when they were young, so he can just only get better. I think Torres, who looked pretty bad in the field, I think he's going to win Gold Gloves. I think he's really smooth. So, D-backs get or trade Goldie to the Cardinals. That was big.
Yeah, the Cardinals, they're gonna be trying to compete to win that National League Central with the Brewers and the Cubs. It's gonna be a really good tough race. The Cardinals are instantly better with that addition of Paul Goldschmidt. Obviously, Matt Carpenter still a very good bat.
It's a scary lineup.
Yeah, very scary.
Yachty can still hit.
Yeah, it's a good veteran team, and they're gonna definitely make a push for the playoffs.
Yeah, Nathan Eovaldi staying in Boston 4 years, $68 million. He had an incredible postseason run, so that was pretty well deserved.
Yeah, but I think he's definitely better suited as a closer. I think that the Red Sox, they want to keep him as a starter, but seeing him, what he was doing coming out of the bullpen, he was really strong, and I think he's a much better relief pitcher than starter.
Yeah, no, for sure. He was just lights out coming out of the bullpen, 100, just gas every time, so he's dangerous. So Indians extend Carrasco through 2022, so that just means for sure it's just Trevor or Gleyber that's going to go. I don't think they're going to trade both of them. I think they're only going to trade one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, one of them will definitely be leaving.
Because I think they know they can still win the division with Carrasco and one of them.
Definitely.
All right, so here's our debate: Robinson Cano or Gleyber Torres for the future. Is this what at least for my point is, who do you want for your team? Because I guess Robbie Cano has a 5-year contract, and Torres is obviously going to be on the Yankees for 5 years and beyond that. So we're going to do a little debate: who we'd rather have.
Yeah, well, right now, Robinson Cano was a much older player, but right now, for the next 2 years, how could you say that you'd rather have Gleyber Torres over Robinson Cano? Robinson Cano is an established hitter in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he's declining.
How is he declining? He was suspended last year, and he still batted .303.
Okay, I'm not talking about last year. I'm just talking about since he left the Yankees. He's just been on a steady decline. He had that nice 2016. But, dude, Cano has hit over 23 home runs once since leaving the Yankees in 2013. Torres hit 24 home runs in his first season.
Okay, because he's playing in that part.
Yeah, give me that mush. Give me that mush.
It makes total sense.
I definitely think you can find a stat where Torres has hit a lot of home runs on the road, because that kid does not just hit little wall scrapers. That kid hits bombs.
So you think that, especially in the playoffs, you think that if you had, you don't think that if you had Robinson Cano last year, you think you guys would have fared any better in the playoffs?
No, I mean, he's straight. He's not like a walk hitter. He strikes out. I mean, I don't think he reminds me a lot of Andujar, Gleyber. I think Didi, Dale. I don't think Cano would have made a difference. I think Severino, being his ace self, I think if the pitching pitched well, that's what made the difference. But let me just list some stats from Cano's his best years, which was 2012 to his last full year, 2017. And you tell me this isn't a big decline. So, 2012, 33 home runs, .313 average, 94 RBIs, 61 walks, .379 on base percentage, and he played 161 games. 2017, he had 23 home runs, .280 average, 97 RBIs, 49 walks, .338 on base percentage, in only 150 games. I love Cano. He was one of my favorites, but he's definitely going downhill, and he's not downhill. I over-exaggerated on that, but on a steady decline, not like Albert Pujols' decline, but slowly he's getting older. It happens.
Yeah, but he's one of those players that is capable of breaking out any time. He's shown it throughout his career. Great future Hall of Famer. I think he should definitely be a Hall of Famer.
I know, I do too. I was saying that to you before we were talking when he got suspended. Was he still going to be a Hall of Famer just because that's how good he is? I think he's going to get 3,000 hits. I'm just saying. I think he's still a good player, but I just think Gleyber's ceiling doesn't have a ceiling. It's a sky, and I just think he's just going to get better. I mean, he had a better rookie season than Cano did when he was a rookie, so...
his Cano's bat is definitely going to age well. He's definitely going to has a couple very solid years left in the major leagues, and I think Torres is a really good player too. But I think over the next few seasons, you got to have. I would keep Robinson Cano over Gleyber Torres because he's proven, and yes, Torres has proven that he can play too. But I think Robinson Cano is just more established, and that he's going to keep going and be a really good player.
Yeah, no, I think he'll still be good, but I think Gleyber, he's going to improve his fielding. He's going to get that average up, maybe 300. That kid's got a smooth swing. When we went on that 43-8 run, I think he was the spark. That's when he came up and really established himself. But all right, so let's move on to the NFL. That was a good debate. All right, so let's go into the Giants-Redskins game. Wow, it has been some time since I've seen a game like that. Woo, that took me back to the memories, man. 2010, I think, was the last time we won a game like that against the Seahawks when they were bad. We didn't even have Odell, but Saquon Barkley, 170 yards on the ground, 23 in the air. He's spectacular. I mean, I don't know if this is a little over the edge, but I see a lot of Barry Sanders in him. That kid he's amazing, and he's such a class act too.
Yeah, he's come out having a great rookie season. The Giants are really, that offense, we've said it so many times, it could be really good. Like, what happened? Like, why were, like, do you think it's Eric Flowers? Do you think that was the reason why they were so bad in the first half?
Maybe, yeah, Eric Flowers, they just weren't communicating. That kid Hernandez, he's really good. The left tackle, I think. He's really kind of helped them out. But, yeah, maybe Eric Flowers was kind of the cancer of that O-line. He's not doing any better in Jacksonville, so
yeah, it's just amazing to see. Like, they should have beat the Eagles the other week. It's just crazy to see the turnaround they've had, and so quick too. Like, do you think Eli has another year left in him?
Dude, he's playing good. I mean, if your next quarterback's not in the draft, why not? Who else are you going to go with? I'm not going with Valbuena after seeing what he did. I mean, no offense, but the kid's going to be nothing close to what Eli Manning has been. His first pass was a pick. Like, jeez.
But as a Giants fan, do you really want Eli Manning back next year?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'll take Haskins over him. Like, or you know who I'm talking about, the kid from Ohio State.
Yeah. So,
like, if there's a quarterback available in the draft, yeah, but, I mean, I don't think there's any options in the NFL that are available that will be better than Eli. But if the quarterback is in the draft, then yes, I want to take that.
Yeah, but Eli Manning definitely has been playing better as he has been getting better protection. So, I mean...
And if he goes out, not a better way to go out. He's playing probably one of his better runs in his career, so... if this is it for Eli, I'm happy that he's going out like this.
Yeah, and I think he should retire after this season. He's had 2 Super Bowls, definitely a future Hall of Famer, knocked off the Patriots twice. What a great career he had.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go into your Jets-Bills. I only saw that incredible scramble play touchdown from Darnold. So go into what else happened.
The Jets' defense sucks. They let Josh Allen looked like Michael Vick out there. Like, it was crazy.
I saw some stat comparing him to Vick today.
They couldn't stop him. Like, the Jets really have to focus on that defense, and them winning is not really going to do anything. I want the number 1 pick so we could get Bosa to help that defense. Us winning really didn't do anything, and honestly, probably, sadly, it brought Todd Bowles another year. I'm just kidding. He's probably going to get fired, but I wouldn't be surprised if that did. Sam Darnold, they were down by a couple at the end of the game. Drove down. He looked good. He had that amazing play where he scrambled out of the pocket and then a dime to Robbie Anderson. He had that other dime throw down the sidelines to Robbie Anderson. So he looked good, but that defense just looked atrocious. And the Jets' special team, it's really good. They blocked a field goal, and Robinson, our kick returner, had 3 really good kick returns, and he set us up to win the game at the end.
Yeah, no, that was good. Good day for New York football. Because I don't count Buffalo. I don't care who says anything. After people forget that Buffalo is even part of New York, like, out of here.
Yeah, that's not New York football right there.
No. I mean, you will lose 4 Super Bowls in a row. No, let's not credit him for that. That was a pretty impressive feat. So going on to the Cowboys-Eagles, that was a crazy game.
Yeah. Of course, that fumble that wasn't called a fumble that the Eagles
Right
recovered.
off the bat.
Yeah. Amari Cooper went off though at the end of that game.
Yeah, no, he's been worth that trade. That was a good move.
Proving that was a really good trade, but Dak Prescott really is not a good quarterback at all. He just overthrows every receiver. He had such a bad interception, which the Eagles didn't capitalize on.
I think maybe they made a mistake. But they're getting rid of Romo.
I don't know how much better Romo would be.
Yeah, no, Romo, he was a good regular season quarterback, but when he came to the playoffs, the guy had the freaking nervous system of a squirrel. Guy couldn't handle anything in the playoffs.
Yeah, but the Cowboys defense is really good.
Yeah, they're elite.
I think that could give them a push to the playoffs because right now
that division's over.
Yeah, that division's over. But this week in NFL, like defense, a lot of defenses have showed up to play.
That's good because it's been the opposite story this whole season.
Yeah.
So I think that division's over. I think it's been a pretty weak defending Super Bowl champion season for the Eagles.
Yeah, definitely. They should be a lot better. They had their guy Carson Wentz back, and
I don't know if he's just like not the same player or if he's just not recovered, but my God, the guy just can't have any type of accuracy down the field.
No, yeah, he's just missing on all of his throws. It probably has a lot to do with the injury. I think he'll be much better next year, but
I agree.
That division's pretty much wrapped up, and yeah, they're pretty much done.
Yeah, they're done. The Cowboys won, but they'll go first round exit as always. So, all right, let's go to the Bears and Rams. Wow, that was some people expected it, but I think people thought the Rams not the Bears. The Bears. God damn it. The Bears were not going to be able to score enough as the Rams, but hey, they took Khalil Mack, the Mack Daddy, shut them down.
Yeah, and the defense has been coming up like so big for them, and they had to play great defense against the Rams because in the shootout there's no way they could have beat them because the Rams offense is too high powered, but their defense definitely came to play, and they showed that they could be the team to beat in the NFC, and I believe it because when it gets colder and as we go into the playoffs, it's usually the best defenses that come out on top.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just a question if they can score or not. So, because they kind of remind me of the 2016 Giants. Really good defense, but they can't really score more than like 24 points.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if their offense can just get something going. Like, I know they haven't been awful, but if they can score a little more, or look out, I think they can upset someone. Yeah,
Mitch Trubisky's definitely a good quarterback. They'll definitely be able to get some points on the board.
Yeah, definitely. So, Pat Mahomes just keeps impressing, just making plays left and right, the no-look, the cross his body, then the play with the fourth down and long. He just keeps impressing.
Yeah, he's amazing. Definitely, I did not see it coming at the beginning of the year. I thought he was just going to be like, I was like, why is this guy getting so much hype? But he's proving it. Definitely going to win MVP. But in this game and in the game against the Rams, in like the two close games that he was in the close games with the Raiders too. But he just like, did you see in overtime it was in overtime where he just kind of dropped the ball. He seems kind of turnover prone in those big moments. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen him get a little flustered, throw some dumb picks in close games, especially against the Rams. But, I mean, it's his first season. I mean, you can't really not expect that. So, but I just think Definitely, yeah, he's definitely comfortable when he's in this crushing a team like he usually is. But it'll be interesting to see if his nerves buckle at all, because that does happen. We've seen this time and time again where a team dominates the season and then first round they're done.
Yeah, the Ravens though, they're definitely not done. That defense really showed that they could do a good job on stopping Patrick Mahomes, and right now they're 7-6, and they got the Dolphins, which we'll talk about that game, and the Colts who are tied with them for that last wild card at 7-6. It's gonna be a really good race to see who makes that playoffs, but definitely that Ravens defense is really good.
Yeah, but how did the Steelers keep losing these games?
Their kicker just slips.
That sucks. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. Juju Smith-Schuster, did you see that catch he made?
Yeah, that was a really great lateral, but I mean they didn't come out with the win. So
no, that's 2 weeks in a row now. So I don't know about the Steelers. I mean, yeah, it's not looking too good for them.
No, not at all.
You think Big Ben is done?
No, he's not done. They're definitely gonna find a way and pull it out, and they'll definitely make the playoffs.
Oh, of course they'll make the playoffs, but maybe this is better because they always get that this first round bye, and they kind of come out flat in the playoffs. I felt the last few years.
Yeah, maybe this will bolster them, make them play harder in that.
Because you know, AB probably is freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Wow, but the game of the week was that Patriots-Dolphins game.
Yeah, and watching it as a Jets fan, I was like, oh, this is a typical AFC East team versus the Dolphins. Oh, we're hanging around. Oh, they think that they're gonna win. It's gonna come down to the end, but then the Patriots are gonna most likely win at the end. Not this week. The Dolphins have the ball. 7 seconds left. Throw it down the field. Couple pitchbacks, and just like that, Drake finds himself in the end zone.
Oh, the best was just Gronk looking at him, running, and he couldn't get him. And what did he say when he was interviewed? He was like, I saw Gronk, and I was just like, you're not catching me, something like that.
Yeah, that was a really bad move on the part of Bill Belichick.
Why are you Gronk in? It's not a Hail Mary.
I mean, and again, we're nobody to question.
Yeah, no, the genius of Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but like, come on, what are you doing? They would have had to throw that ball 70 yards. There's no way Tannehill's with his injured self. No way he could throw the ball that far. Yeah, and Gronk just flat out missed him. He stumbled a little bit, and there's no way he was catching him.
Yep. So that was, I don't know. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team this year. I just really don't. They just don't have that same feel. Like, they always have that kind of feel, but, I mean, they feel beatable, don't they, to you?
Well, in the past, in games like this where they lose to a team like the Dolphins or the Jets or the Bills, this is when the next week they come out, and that's what usually propels them to be that Super Bowl team, and I'm kind of afraid that might happen again because Bill Belichick isn't going to take this loss.
That's true, but I feel like they've never lost a game like this heartbreaking. I've never seen them mess up like that. Like, I don't know, that's just unpatriot-like, so we'll see.
Yeah, and going back to the game, Brady missed a couple passes. I'm not saying he's done, but hey, maybe there's some problems in New England. Yeah,
but I don't know. I was looking at his stats. He's still at 358 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. So
yeah.
So I don't think he's done yet. I think if somehow he pulls out a Super Bowl this year, he would retire. But I think next year will be his last season.
Yeah.
So you wanna shut it out, Cross, or should I?
I'll go ahead and do it. So, next week we'll be talking about the winter meetings, and we'll be talking about the recap of Week 15. Follow us on Twitter. What's your Twitter?
It's 2 Sides of NY.
And mine is Metsman19. And you want to talk about Luis Valbuena?
Yeah, no, rest in peace to Luis Valbuena and Jose Castillo. They were really young. It's really sad that they lost their lives like that, especially just leaving a baseball tournament and doing what they loved. So I think that was pretty sad. So, but hey, guys, we'll catch you next week. Thank you for listening, and we'll have whatever happened in the winter meetings. Hopefully I'll have Kluber or Bauer on my squad. I'm sure Cross would love to have Miller on his squad by next episode. So, see you guys later.
All right, thank you.